Chapter 4 Hiring. Section 1 Legal Compliance. Key steps to complete before hiring. Because each state has special employer regulations, you will need to contact your local government agencies for a complete list of requirements for your business. As the owner-operator, you will be responsible for hiring, training, promoting, and dismissing employees. To ensure that all aspects of this process are covered correctly and legally, pay attention to the details regarding state and federal employment laws. The first step is to prepare for the actual hiring process. This allows your company to legally hire employees who are authorized to work in the United States. There are several processes you must complete before you hire the first employee. File for a Federal Employee Identification Number, Federal Form SS4. This sets up the federal income tax process for withholding. You will also be required to set up a payroll deduction account. More information about this process is available at this address. Determine what federal forms you will need. Includes the W-4, I-9. You will need to establish any similar forms on the state level. Download and print the standard hiring forms. These will include an employment agreement, a consent form for a background check, and a form for drug testing, if applicable, as well as other forms associated with a specific job position. We've included examples within this manual. Key steps to begin your hiring process. Determine initial staffing needs. This may be difficult because most of your immediate needs will be based on initial demand for your service. Refer to your business plan forecast for accurate planning. Determine the minimum you will need to run the office, perform the services, and manage short staffing needs due to illness, vacation, etc. Find key staff members first. This includes any management or supervisory roles. It's also a good idea to have someone who can float across different parts of the business to manage areas where you may be short-handed. A few well-placed advertisements will bring applications to you. Start interviewing these applicants immediately. Determining wages or salaries is key to hiring and retaining valuable employees. As manager of a company, you will quickly find that keeping turnover low and maintaining a high level of employee morale is vital to your success. You will need to take a close survey of what other employers are paying individuals with similar skill sets or education levels. Establish competitive salary guidelines before advertising any position and relate those figures to what you've allocated for your payroll budget. Section 2. Advertise. Craigslist.org. To post an employment ad on Craigslist, follow the steps below. Go to the Craigslist website. Click on My Account and log in. On the far right, select the correct city and click Go. Click Job Offered. Click General Labour for non-maintenance technicians. The total for the ad will populate at the bottom of the screen. Click Continue. If the city is a large metropolitan area, you may be asked to choose the location that best fits your target area. Confirm the email shown in the box is the email you want your reply sent to. Make sure CL Mail Relay is highlighted. Fill in phone number and contact name. Type in your ad name in posting title. At this point, you can copy and paste your ad into the posting body, or you can type it directly into the box. Fill in the specification location and the postal code. Double-check the ad for accuracy. Enter the amount the job pays in the compensation box. The city section box is optional. You can enter a complete address, but it is recommended to only enter the zip code. Click Continue. If you have an image related to the posting that you feel would encourage someone to apply, you can add an image, but this is optional. Review the ad and make sure everything is correct. Click Edit Text if changes need to be made. Click Publish. Next, you may be required to authorize your email address. Open the email and click on the link provided. Click Accept Terms of Use. Fill out the phone verification information. Proceed to the payment screen and fill in all required information. Click Purchase. Click on the link at the bottom to visit your account homepage. Section 3. Staffing your company. Staffing standards. To maintain the highest quality, the following staffing standards are needed. There are 2 full-time positions within your company that are needed once the doors are open for business. The first is General Business Manager and the second is the Lawn Maintenance Technician. The need for additional employees will ultimately be a direct function of the demand for your services. We also strongly recommend that all business locations initially employ an office manager who takes calls, schedules appointments, and manages the books, etc. There is a third person you should consider after your company has grown. That position is the administrative assistant. Your staff will ultimately consist of managers, customer service reps, and service technicians. This combination or formula serves as a guideline only. Upon opening your company for business, you're responsible for managing payroll efficiently to meet your financial goals. In the initial phase of the business, the owner is also an active operator and will most likely engage in activities that the lawn maintenance technician or office manager handles. Lawn Technician Position Agreement. There are several sample position agreements in the manual for your reference. Lawn Maintenance Technician Position Agreement, Administrative Assistant Position Agreement, and General Manager Position Agreement. These agreements are comprehensive and cover a results statement, time frame, scope of the work, compensation, job performance, as well as character counts and other key elements. Section 4. Interviews. Phone interview. The manual includes a phone interview questionnaire to help you handle interviews over the phone and provides the key questions you'll need to ask. In-person interview. It's of the utmost importance to ensure that when interviewing candidates that we go out of the way to make them feel comfortable. Also, make sure to set the tone and let them know what to expect during the interview. The following procedures and information should be conveyed to the candidate when first meeting them. Procedure. Greet the candidate by name and extend a firm handshake. Thank the candidate for coming in for the interview. Offer the candidate a bottle of water and ask them if they had any difficulties finding the office. Let them know that the interview process typically takes 10 to 15 minutes to complete once they complete paperwork. Give the candidate the application packet that includes all hiring forms and paperwork. Let them know that once all paperwork is completed, to return it to you. Once paperwork is completed, conduct an interview with information from Chapter 14 of Operations Manual 14.4.3. Once interview is completed, thank the candidate for coming in. Let the candidate know that you will be in touch within 48 to 72 hours by either phone call if an offer is extended or a letter if the position has been filled by another candidate. Section 5. Candidate Selection. Confirmation Call. There are details of what to say in a confirmation call in the manual for your reference. Job offer. Email candidate an offer letter. There's a sample job offer letter in the manual for your reference. Complete orientation packet. Before your new employees come in for orientation, an orientation packet must be put together in order to ensure all necessary paperwork is filled out. The following items should be included in the packet: W4 form, I-9 form, position agreement, criminal background check authorization, direct deposit agreement, uniform acceptance form, safety equipment and procedures acknowledgement, property damage agreement, compensation structure form, employee handbook acknowledgement. In addition to completing the packet paperwork, new employees will also read the employee handbook and any job-specific training material, field training manual, lawn technician's operations manual, administrative assistant training, etc. Chapter 5. Trademarks and Trade Secrets. Section 1. Patents, copyrights and proprietary information. Intellectual property. Intellectual property, IP, is a general term for patents, trademarks and ideas that are unique and proprietary to an individual or business. Protection for IP is granted through the issue of patents, licenses, trademarks, etc. Copyright protection. Lawn Care Training does claim copyright protection of our company name, manuals, related advertising and promotional materials, lawn maintenance agreements, forms and related materials that we produce. The materials are proprietary and confidential. You may use them only for your individual business and may not redistribute them in any ways, forms or means. Use of protected information. We will be disclosing to you certain information we believe to be confidential or proprietary information and trade secrets. This will be information contained in our manuals and in materials separately provided to you. You may use these materials in the manner we approve in the operation of your business. However, you may not use these materials in any other way for your own benefit or communicate or disclose them to or use them for the benefit of any other person or entity. These materials include any trade secrets, knowledge, know-how, confidential information, advertising, marketing, design, plans, or method of operation. This includes information about our sources of supply and our recommendations on pricing. You may disclose this information to your employees, but only to the extent necessary to operate your business. Section 2. Trademark Usage and Guidelines. Trademark usage. You may not directly or indirectly contest our right to our trademark, trade secrets, or business techniques that are part of our business. Your key employees, who will have access to any of Lawn Care Training's trade secrets, are required to sign an employment agreement containing non-disclosure and non-compete covenants for a reasonable period of time before, during, and after employment. No sublicensing. You shall not, directly or indirectly, sublicense or attempt to sublicense the marks or the system or any part thereof to any person or entity for any purpose. Any attempted or purported sublicense shall be void.